Yeah. So now what we usually do is we usually just like shoot the shit for a little bit, and then like at some point we find like a natural like point to jump into the podcast. Like right now, welcome back to the third episode of Mom Said.
Fourth episode.
Oh fuck, you're right. Welcome to the fourth episode of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. I'm your host Brandon.
I'm Victor.
And I am Logan. I'm the guest for today.
We have a guest on the podcast. Say it from the hills. Oh wait, hold on, real quick. Hold up. Hold this mic.
Clap sync.
Got to do that. I'm technically supposed to do that before, but it doesn't really matter.
Anyways, yeah, we got a guest today, straight up from the host of Logan.
Logan's a G.
I'm a G.
Logan
Apparently,
is
I'm a G. Yeah, I'm another RA. I hang out with Brandon a little bit. You know, we shoot the shit, have a good time. Let's talk about the football game.
Do we have to?
Do we really have to?
Do we have to? Like,
we were excited. We were in fucking Rams country, bro. CSU Rams
country.
all
Let's
the
ride.
fucking way.
And then, you know,
we get absolutely booty clap.
What was it, 19-34?
Middle Tennessee, we lost 34-19.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Middle Tennessee?
To be fair, what the fuck is Middle Tennessee? They're the fourth in the nation. That's what they are. They're a damn good team.
Oh, yeah.
And we are not.
Nationally ranked Middle Tennessee.
You're
Can beat
are
the
they?
shit out of CS. No,
Literally.
No, they're not. Oh,
No.
shit.
No.
I would believe it, though, because, like, we
No.
are booty cheap.
Yeah, we fucking suck, bro.
I still believe. I still wake up every single
yeah.
Saturday and choose to believe that we might be good this time.
I still believe, but like, wow. I think it was just, I think people didn't realize how bad Steve Adazio fucked up the CSU football program.
Yeah.
And we're just now starting to see, like, it's going to take a while to unfuck that bitch.
It is. We have no recruiting core.
Well, we started recruiting this year. We did better. We did way better recruiting this year than we did last year.
Did we get any ranked
Okay,
players?
so we will never get any 5-star recruits.
No, I know we won't get any 5
No.
stars, but at least
No.
a 2-star, broski.
I mean, you can probably look it up. We got like a couple like star players.
Okay, maybe a 2 and a 3-star.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. Like, we also lost the starting left tackle on the fucking first play of the game. So,
That's bullshit.
yeah.
That was so funny.
No, this is fucked.
I went on Twitter and I saw this lady post on Twitter. She was like, I get so angry when I see people leave CSU football games early. Why don't they stay and support the team? And I'm just like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, the team's not worth watching yet.
That's for damn sure.
Like once the team just isn't ready yet. They're not, and they need a little bit more in the oven. They put them in the oven.
We're still in a rebuilding year.
Yes.
Sadly.
Put them in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, come back once we graduate and we'll talk about it.
Dude, I don't know.
Put 'em in the time chamber,
don't
bro.
get me wrong. I love going to the games. I love the atmosphere. We have one of the best student sections out there.
Absolutely. It's
That's
just,
for damn sure.
everybody
We get
leaves at
hyped as
half.
hell.
Yeah.
Just wish we
maybe if we
could do
won
anything.
games.
That first half is awesome.
First half's always awesome.
Everyone
First half's
leaves
really
by
fun.
halftime,
Everybody
bro.
leaves, but can you blame them though? The team fucking sucks.
They do.
We don't want to see our school getting fucking booty clapped by fucking Middle Tennessee, bros.
No, seriously though.
Like they spread our ass cheeks apart and they just went.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, bro.
Exactly.
Jeez. Yeah. Today is the day after. We had a good time yesterday. You know, had some people over here. For legal reasons, anything said on this podcast is a joke and should be taken as such. Yeah, no, we got yesterday.
Dude, I got the pictures, broski. Oh god, Brandon, I just wanna say, Brandon, you're dumb as fuck, bro.
No, I'm not. Why am I dumb as fuck? Okay, so again, anything said on this podcast is a joke and should be taken as such. But again, like, dude, I at the game came back to consciousness at some point during the game, and then I after when we went over.
So me and Brandon,
house.
me and Brandon went to a friend's house to game. You know, we were playing some Mario Kart and shit.
Get the Mario Kart going,
and then my man loses consciousness. Like straight up, we were trying to wake him up, and the dude wouldn't wake up to the point I was starting to get worried. And then we played Weezer, and the man opened his eyes. I'm not even kidding.
Are you revived the motherfucker?
I'm not even kidding. And he opens his eyes and goes back to sleep. And I'm like, holy shit, bro.
Holy fuck?
My question is, what's the transition from
Mario.
cart to just out on the couch? Like, how did that happen? Was it literally he finishes that last round and he's just asleep?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I finished the round of I finished leaned back and closed my eyes and I was zonked. Is that what happened?
I don't know.
The way my night goes is, so we started at 11 o'clock. So I went really hard from 11 o'clock to like 1:30. So I'm pretty good at making sure like I don't die. I'm pretty good at putting like fail safes in place to make sure I don't fucking kill myself. So I told a couple people like, yo, if I ask for any more, do not give me it because I will not be like in a good spot and you'll have to like come make sure I don't die. So then I get to the point of the football game where because everything's caught up with me. I got to the find out part of fuck around, find out. And so apparently at the football game, I asked someone to go get me like another one. And like 3 people had to go, no, don't do that. Absolutely do not do that. Which is, okay, so the game is a fucking blur for me. I don't remember anything that actually happened during the game.
Oh my God.
I remember being at the game. I don't remember watching it. Like, me and another person split off from the group to go talk to some other people. And, like, then we met back up with everyone else. And then we went to get food. And then that's where I come back to life. And then I was, you need to mute your
You came back to
phone,
life
boy.
for all of what, 2 hours?
What?
You came back for life.
You weren't
for
even.
what?
I was
you
back
weren't
for
even
like
that alive.
2
bro.
3 hours.
You weren't even that alive. Like, I was there, bro. Holy we had to leave at 8. Of how this man was.
I was just asleep on the couch. I was fine, bro.
You weren't asleep, you were passed out, and I think there's a big distinction there.
Yeah.
Sleep is intentional.
Like I know Joe had to almost carry Brandon upstairs to get him back to his room.
Yeah. Okay, so like all I remember is I was at these people's apartment, and the next thing I knew, I was awake on my couch. I was awake on my couch, like
At like midnight.
At midnight,
remember
and
I
I'm
got a
like,
text
what
from you.
the
We got
fuck
back at
happened?
fucking 9.
He texts me at like 12:04 p.m. or a.m.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you good?" And I'm like, "Are you good?" He's like, "Why is this motherfucker texting me?" He's like, "I just woke up."
No, and then
I was like, "Okay."
I had someone over. I was gonna hang out with someone because we both were just like awake and couldn't sleep, and then so I had this distinct feeling while this person was over hanging out. That distinct feeling of
Your mouth starts salivating.
your mouth starts salivating really quickly, and your stomach gets a little bit more rumbly than usual, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go puke my guts out."
Oh, really?
So I get up. I go, "Excuse me." I just go like, "Excuse me, I'll be right back." I get up, walk around the corner to get to my bathroom, just lift up the toilet seat. It was just like as soon as I lifted that toilet seat up, yeah, like
No, I just go.
I puked my fucking guts out.
I
bro.
was carrying this man up to his room, and he was like, no, and I go, "No, don't worry, buddy. You're okay. It's okay, buddy."
Yeah.
And then he fell asleep in his futon, and so I was like, "Do you want the Seahawks blanket? Do you want me to tuck you in?" He goes, "Nah."
I did end up just sleeping on the futon because there was like shit on my bed, so I just ended up sleeping on my couch.
Oh my fucking god! Yesterday was a movie though.
Yesterday
was
was a
fun.
movie for real.
That's for
No,
damn
and
sure.
then I got like this splitting headache at like 2:00. So I tried drinking like water to make it go away. I drank too much water too quick. All the water came back up too. I was like, fuck. So I ended up just like suffering with a headache for like 3 hours at
Well,
night.
it is what it is, and it is how it is.
It is what it is.
That's for damn sure.
Yep. Logan, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. Honestly, pretty good. I went to my own little party Friday. My best friend from last year, it was her birthday. And so
Very epic.
we had all the homies from last year that I hadn't seen over.
All right.
Shot the shit with all of them.
All right.
Had a damn good time. And
That's what we like to hear.
It was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
It was really, really awesome. I was all about it. I didn't get back too late either. I got some Z's.
Yeah.
It was honestly a solid night because for me, I don't like staying out till 3, 4 a.m. and just wake up the next
I hate
day
that shit.
and just like feeling like
You're
vile.
you're like useless the next day.
Yeah, I'd rather tap a little bit early and just like wake up on 2 feet rather than 1, if you know what I'm
No,
saying.
exactly. I get you.
I don't like live in the morning on night mode.
No, seriously. My favorite activity is going into the dining hall on the weekend in the morning,
Oh yeah,
and you just
people watching.
People watching.
I go
Yeah.
people watching because it's like you see like the people with like their hair's all messy and they look like a fucking zombie and they're just like hunched over a glass of Powerade. And you're like, did you have fun last night?
I saw this dude this morning. He had the hoodie on. He had like the fuzzy ass slippers, AirPods in, and he's holding this tall ass glass of milk, and he's just shuffling like a fucking old man.
Oh my god!
Dude looked like he'd been hit by some sort of motor vehicle. I was like, oh my god!
Like, this was the first like school wide party weekend, like the first big school wide party. Cause like there's been parties ever since like school started back up.
I mean like there's like like everybody's back parties, but this was like football game day.
Yes.
Dude, I bumped into so many people in the football game. And we were all.
Oh yeah.
You had to though. You had to kind of like make your way through the crowd.
No, I don't mean bumped into people like hit. I mean like I met people that I know like from classes and shit.
Okay.
And like I don't think I saw like a single sober person.
No.
Yeah, no,
not
probably
at all.
not.
The funniest part is you're at the
Probably
football
not.
game and you see your residents. And you're like, I'm going to smile and wave because if I have to talk to them, I have to act like I'm sober.
So
What are you talking about, Logan? You were sober.
Yeah, what are you
you're
talking
right.
about? You were sober. I unlocked this skill in the RA skill tree of acting normal for 5 minutes at a time, but only 5 minutes. Once that timer goes off, Victor, you need to stop fidgeting with the table. Once the timer like hits 5 minutes, like the gates break open and like the floodgates open, and I just say the most incoherent shit. Like it's a problem.
It is a problem.
So one of my fucking residents took my fucking we had to decorate our hallways, the ends of our hallways. We had to decorate shit. Dude, one of my fucking residents ripped off a big part of it and just took it back to their room with them. So like I'm taking like my trash out this morning and I look over and there's just like a big blank spot on my wall. And I'm just like, that didn't used to be there. Like there was a thing there. So I take a picture of it and put it in my group chat. I'm just like, guys, I don't have the time or the energy to make a new one of these or to track down which of you guys did it. There's a camera in the hallway. If you don't want my bosses talking to you about this, slide it under my door. And in the next 2 hours, I got it back.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. I think I saw someone pass out in the IMs.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like I don't remember. I was walking back. It was late, dude. I was tired.
Was this last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There had to be someone just laying there in the eye. They might have been stargazing for all I know.
Maybe
Well,
they
were
had the
stargazing
spins.
face up or face down?
they were stargazing face up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for all I know, they were stargazing, but I choose to like think they were just passed out in the IMs.
I mean, maybe they had the spins, you know? Sometimes you get the spins.
Bro,
Sometimes you get the spins.
I can't be laying down when I have the spins. Let me tell you that right now. That is not for me.
No,
No.
I
I
can't.
gotta be on my 2 feet.
Yeah. As soon as I sit down, that's when it all starts. You know what I mean?
100%.
You're good until you sit down.
100%.
Yes. But you're also like fine until you stand up. Once you get started,
Yeah,
You're
it's the
fine until you
transition, bro.
stand up.
It's the transition that gets you. I don't know. Standing up is easier than sitting down. That's for damn sure.
Yes, it is.
If you're that.
absolutely. We might have agreed to have a lot of guests on the podcast in the next couple weeks. So
look out for that.
So look out for that. Logan is the first of several. So we've got
Yeah.
Logan this week.
We
Next
got,
week we
that-
got P Money.
P money.
I'm
We got
excited
P
for
Money
that.
next week. That'll be a good one. What do we got next? We're gonna do like a normal one to get back in the groove after the P Money
I
episode.
think so,
Yeah, and
Then
we'll have someone else.
yeah. We can't be spoiling it. We can't be spoiling
We're
it.
gonna be spoiling.
We got
We'll
a
give
couple
you the
others
heads up
coming
for P money. P money, if you're listening to this, I love you, man.
Fuck. Yeah, we got P Money next week. Then we're going back to normal just to get back in the groove to reset, you know. And then then we got
Well, what number episode would that be?
so episode 4 has Logan. Episode 5 is P Money. Episode 6 is gonna be me and Victor. 7 we have a guest again.
Yeah, I
So
think
then-
I think by the time we're done with guests, it's gonna be episode 10.
I believe
which
will be time
means
for
episode
the,
10,
Brendan and Victor go to Fat Shack.
bro.
That'll be a solid episode.
It will be.
I haven't heard about this Fat Check episode.
Okay,
Give me the
so-
lowdown.
So, real fans of the podcast know about the episode 10 special plan. So you've heard of Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of Victor and Brandon walk to Fat Shack?
I remember you telling me about this plan at the start of the semester.
Yeah,
I do.
That's what's gonna be happening for episode 10.
That sounds awesome. Are
Yeah.
you gonna mobilize the podcast then?
Yeah,
Well,
we got the
lapel
mics. We just have to buy another one, but they're like $20 on Amazon.
I also have to buy a dongle.
Yeah, you have to get a dongle. But like, other than that, we just gotta record like ourselves just walking to Fat Shack.
That sounds so
And
awesome.
then munching on Fat Check.
Yeah, exactly. We turned it into a
mukbang.
a mukbang channel.
No, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Get that ASMR.
Victor getting the cranberry juice.
I'm not gonna lie. I just like how it tastes.
I like cranberry juice until it hurts my throat.
Anyways, no. Yesterday was a movie.
Yesterday was a movie
That was
for
fun.
real.
Do you guys miss any homework?
Mm-mm.
What?
Did you guys miss any homework?
No, I
I
made
know-
sure I got all my shit
I know
done.
I didn't.
I'm gonna write a speech today.
Oh shit!
I have to take two quizzes and an exam today, and then also do like homework, and I hate it. I hate it so
Thanks
much.
for being a bozo, bro.
I hate general chem so much. I have to use one of those stupid fucking lockdown browsers for it. It's cringe.
I'm not about it.
It's very cringe.
I don't know, bro. That's why I like my in-person quizzes. I haven't gotten under. I've been talking to Brandon about this. I haven't gotten under a 19 on any of my calc quizzes yet.
Under a 19?
Out of 20.
Big distinction there.
Yeah, big distinction. Under a 19 out of 20. Bro, I'm
There you go.
living the life.
There you
Good
go.
shit, dog.
Whoever preyed on my downfall, you lost. I'm in general chem, and if my general chem professor is listening, I'm sorry. I hate your class. I hate it so much. It sucks.
You know who else
I've taken-
General Chem?
I've taken general
My
chem.
mom.
I've taken general chem 4 fucking times. I hate it. Okay, so when I was in 8th grade, my mom made me take the ACT to try to get into smart person camp, and I did well enough on the ACT to get into smart person camp. So I went to nerd camp for chemistry between 8th and 9th grade. It was the equivalent of
Sounds
taking
like some
honors
very good
chemistry.
shit.
So then I go to chem camp again the year after. So between 9th and 10th grade, I go to chem camp again. This time I take AP Chem, which is a stand-in for general chem. So I've now taken chemistry twice. Well, no, yeah. So then after I did that,
Didn't we already have this discussion on the podcast?
I don't think on the podcast. I think I've talked about this.
Okay.
Then in 10th grade, I took honors chem, which was easy. And then in 11th grade, I took AP Chem. And then in community college, I took chem again. And now I'm taking chemistry again. I'm going to fucking lose it.
I took AP Chem one time and I got a 4 and now I'm done with it.
Bro, I don't know. I just want to go to class. I'm doing fucking great this semester, dude. Like, I don't have anything lower than a B+.
I have a
That's not
0
bad.
in one of my classes
That's
right
not
now.
bad.
Yeah.
I have a 0 in one of my classes right now
Why is
because
that?
I didn't submit the only assignment that's been graded so far. It was like a 5-point assignment, like 5-point discussion post. And I just
Oh, yeah,
didn't-
and you forgot to post the
I just
discussion.
I
I've done that.
forgot to post the discussion. And so like it's the only assignment graded right now, so I have a 0 right now.
That's tough.
But like I do not care because my grade will go back up.
I had a syllabus quiz on Friday in my psych class, or I guess it was a syllabus test. And I managed to get a fucking 70 on it. There was a question. The question was worded like, what was it? It was like, is there a policy for late work in this class? And the late work policy is like 0 tolerance.
Yeah.
And
So no,
I
there
put,
isn't.
there's no policy because the policy is like you can't
Yeah.
turn in late work. I got the question wrong.
That's kind of fucked up.
I think that if it's a true or false question like that,
I feel like
there
it should have been worded better.
It shouldn't be debatable.
I feel like it should have been worded better.
I do
like,
too. I do
I
too.
feel like
And there
the-
were a couple questions like that on that quiz, and I was not
I
about
remember my syllabus quiz from one of my engineering classes. So obviously I'm changing the names, but it was like, how does your professor like to be addressed? Mr. A, Broski, or Dr. A?
I would have put B. I unironically would have put B.
it. Doctor or Mister.
The answer's doctor though,
The
probably.
answer's Doctor. Like, actually, the answer was anything as long as you're not calling him like by his first name or like bro.
That's so weird though, because all of my it's probably just because like of the college, like all my forestry professors were like, yeah, don't call me doctor because then I feel weird. Just call me like by my name.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was like, okay, like I respect the grind for the PhD, but if you're gonna be one of those people who's like a fucking asshole about it, where it's like, actually, I'm a doctor, I'm like, suck my fucking nuts, bro.
So most of my professors have been fun about it, where they're like, you can call me professor, you can call me by my last name, just like don't call me by my first name.
Yeah,
we're not cool like that. You know what I mean?
that's just weird to me because all of my forestry professors are cool with that.
100%. I'm the same way.
I think
It's an adult talking to an adult.
Engineering,
exactly.
Engineering professors are just built different, though.
Exactly. Like I respect.
They think
that,
they're built different.
Yeah, exactly. I respect that you had to grind for your PhD, but at the same time,
Don't be.
I'm an
asshole.
adult. You are an adult. Why are you being a dickwad about this?
Because he's
100%.
Professor Broski, bro. You gotta let him know.
I don't know.
Dude, in the end, I don't even call professors by the last names. I just go, Prof. Hey,
Prof.
Prof. How you doing, Prof?
Yeah. I don't know. Like if like I don't really even like I don't raise my hand that much. So if I got like a question, like I legit just put my hand up, and because my classes are like small enough, like they just go like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, I ask my question.
Yeah, that's
Which
fair.
I liked it last year because all my classes had like 20 to 30 people. It was fucking fantastic.
That's perfect.
I got all big lectures. I hate them. They suck.
I'm not
all of
big
my
on the big
professors,
lectures.
if you're listening to this,
Not about that.
I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
It's the system.
I'm
It's
not
not
big
you,
on big
it's me.
lectures either. So I was talking about this with one of my classmates.
Yeah.
Physics one could very much benefit for being like a 40-person classroom.
Okay.
Yeah. A
'Cause
lot of 101s.
Right now,
But it's just not practical.
It's
right
not
now,
practical.
yeah, it's not practical. The thing is, right now, physics one is like a 250-person lecture
Mhm.
Yeah.
over like 2 sections, and then thing is, there are enough TAs on the physics department
To break down into like,
that can teach that class.
okay.
Because like physics one, I don't think is a subject where you need a professor, like a PhD person.
Nah.
Physics one, you can get a TA to teach that shit.
Fair, 100%.
Yeah.
Like,
But then you
and-
say, do they have the classrooms to break up that many people into
yes,
smaller classes?
yeah. You know how
Do they
many
have-
you know how many classrooms are there in the engineering
It
building?
doesn't even
Okay.
have to be in the engineering building.
No, physics and engineering, they share classrooms,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they also do it with the math department, and they still have a bunch of classrooms.
Yeah. Well, they also send like I have a forestry class in the bioengineering building. Like
Mhm.
I have like
Oh, I had a
For-
poli-sci class in the what's it called? I think it's the bioengineering building. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It's
like
so
But
funny.
it's the natural resources building.
It's so funny because Nat has a history class on the engineering building,
Mhm.
and so this is one time a day we see all the you can tell because of how they're dressed. It's just all the liberal arts majors coming into the engineering building.
And everyone gives them looks. All the
can,
preppies.
like, this is the thing, you can actually see, because like engineering people dress a certain way.
yeah, they
Oh,
dress
they
like
do.
they're
Very
autistic.
simple. Like it's very
No,
simple.
They
It's a
dress like
uniform.
autists.
Yeah, because most of them are. Or they have ADHD or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like there's like very few neurotypical people in fucking engineering. I can tell you because I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those neurotypicals. But yeah, and then just all the liberal arts people just pull up with their fucking like blazers and their fashion forward sense of style, and it's just the funniest thing ever.
Now, I have this one girl on Snapchat, and she's a fashion major here, and, like, every day she posts, like, an outfit of the day on her story, and, like, every day I'm like, wow, that is... Several choices were made here.
Straight up ass.
You know, I'm not gonna agree with you.
I don't know her, but,
But,
like
Like,
straight up ass.
yeah.
Bro.
like, it's just not... I'm like, why would you wear this? It's not,
Are you
like,
saying she's
practical.
a fashion major that doesn't know how to dress?
Yeah.
No, it's just like a... yeah. It's not even just like the clothes don't match, because it's just like I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like,
Well, pull
It's
it
a
up. If
choice.
you post it every day, pull
Bad.
it up on
It's
your
a
phone, dog.
choice, broski. You know what I mean?
well, we're using my phone for the lapel mic right now. I don't want to goof it.
Sometimes,
right.
I'll show y'all after.
sometimes a t-shirt and some jeans, that's all you need, bro.
Yeah, like you don't need to be dressing up like you're going to the fucking like what's it called, the Met Gala. You don't need to be dressing like you're going to the Met Gala to go to your fucking sociology class.
bro,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
take a page out of the engineer's book. You know, cargo shorts, that Triforce t-shirt,
That's the closeted transgender person look.
Is
You
it
know that,
really?
right? Yeah.
No, I
Khaki
don't know
shorts and the green like Triforce shirt. That is the
No
closeted.
way,
that is
bro.
the that is
Honestly,
the
fair.
that is the
Honestly,
closeted
I can see-
transgender look.
Oh my fuck. There was this one kid with me in high school who, like, no joke, every time in Panama, most
Yeah.
schools are uniform schools, even the public, private, whatever, they're uniform schools. So even every once in a while we have like, we call it a civil day, where you can just bring your or civilian day,
Okay.
where you can bring your civilian clothes, quote unquote.
Okay.
This man pulled up on the cargo fucking khakis,
Yeah.
shorts, and the Triforce t-shirt. End of senior year, this man comes out.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like
Yeah.
it was a whole thing.
Like I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you,
The
dog.
Triforce T-shirt.
It's just the giveaway.
That's so funny.
Yep.
You know what? No, you can play an actual game. You see a person rocking that fit, and you're like, CS major, or closeted trans person, or both.
Or both.
But yeah, I was about to say, ¿por qué no los dos? Yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with just like, I got the Adam Sandler fit going today. I got the shorts, I got the baggy shorts, the baggy t-shirt. I got the Adam Sandler fit
Yeah,
today.
You don't have the hat though.
I don't have the hat.
I don't have
a
the Adam
snapback.
Sandler hat.
Yeah, I'm on my work outfit
Yeah.
right now, except for the t-shirt. I need to change t-shirts before I go to work after recording. But
Yeah. Now, Logan, I got my Choose Your Fighter board up on my wall.
Okay.
This is my roster. I'm
Yeah,
making
yeah.
a fighting game. So, what are your alternate costumes?
My alternate costume.
What's your base costume for the fighting game, and what are your alternate costumes?
Oh, geez, that's a good. That's a good question.
I'm gonna tell you my opinion for your alternate costumes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So base costume is like the t-shirt with the glasses, and so it makes it look like the V-neck. So what you have
yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Okay.
And
The shorts, and the hat, but it's like the flat brim, like painter's hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The alternate is what he's wearing right now,
Yeah, so
which
he's
is the
wearing,
hoodie,
The hoodie,
the
shorts.
shorts, and
Same hat,
and
though.
the curved brim
Yeah.
hat.
The different hat.
Well,
different
the hat stays on because you got to keep his hitbox the same.
No, but
Exactly.
just
You
the
gotta keep
shape of
hitbox.
the brim of
Yeah,
the hat
yeah.
changes. So it goes from
Yeah.
flat
There's
brim.
definitely alternate skin with no hat though.
Yeah.
there's
100%
like
there
one,
is.
Oh, and there's always, because we were talking about this
Yeah.
previously, there's also the School Spirit DLC.
There is.
The school
Totally
spirit.
is.
There's the School Spirit DLC, and that's just you with your CSU merch on.
Yeah.
No, there's the School Spirit DLC with CSU, and there's the School Spirit with my high school one.
Oh, yeah.
There's two. There's two.
Now, okay, so this is my like default costume is just like my pair of like khaki joggers and like
Joggers.
a black t-shirt and my hair down.
Is it a band T-shirt?
The MCR t-shirt.
Yeah, it's probably like the My Chemical
probably a
Romance
band
t-shirt.
t-shirt. It's a
Then
band
my
t-shirt.
my alternates is I have well, obviously I got the School Spirit DLC. I have a CSU Rams sweatshirt that I paid $70 for.
Fuck off.
I know. I paid too
Jeez.
much.
This is
money
why I
for
don't
it.
pay for CSU merch. I just like use Brandon's.
Yeah,
These
Victor
Brandons.
uses my
We got the
hoodies.
HDS services.
And then I've also got
You can't buy this shit.
I got like the Adam Sandler fit that I got now, so like baggy shorts, baggy t-shirt.
Well, we got the formal fit, which is like the winter one, which is the Seahawks hat with the jacket.
Yeah, I have a for winter. I wear a hoodie and then I'll wear a corduroy jacket over it, and then I wear like one of two Seahawks hats. So that's like my other alternate. That's like my base costume if it's like winter.
What would be my shit, bro? The thing is that I dress pretty similarly every day.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's easier to pinpoint your costumes. You wear like a pair of jeans. You wear like the
jeans and a T-shirt.
the
Sometimes
specific
a hoodie.
coat. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. How about this man wore fucking flip flops in the snow one day last year?
Well, because it was not that cold.
Yeah, but he
was
still
not
wore
that
flip
cold
flops
in
in
the
the snow,
It was
dog.
not that cold.
He was
Still.
just tired of wearing.
My
his
feet
regular
were hot,
shoes.
bro.
My feet. Those dogs were barking. Wait, Victor, do you hear that?
No.
I think it's the mid-roll.
Oh shit.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
No, it's Victor from Momscast.
Hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood podcaster, and I'm here to tell you about Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. At Momscast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and Mom Says My Turn on the podcast on YouTube. You can find us anywhere you can find podcasts, that be it Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere else.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Thank Thank you for that.
Did
Did you guys have people in high school who would just do that shit? They just like walk like in
Make
between
sex
classes.
noises?
They'd
That
be
was
like,
me.
ah!
That was me. Are you kidding me? That shit's hilarious.
Victor's like, he's just put it back in. No, don't put it back in the jug. No, fine.
Motherfuckers being right over here. For our audio listeners, fucking Victor was trying to take his swig of the cranberry juice and he could not handle that joke for whatever reason.
Oh my god.
Now he's trying to prevent himself from yakking or something.
So Victor was
bowled over.
he spit back in the he was drinking out he was drinking out of the
dude.
I
jug.
paid for it. It's my cranberry jug, bro.
I hope you paid for it.
Yeah, he did. He did. Oh my god. Wow.
But back to the topic though. Sex noises.
Sex like
That shit's funny.
No, it is. Yeah, but it's not funny when it's 7:30 in the morning and you're trying to get to your period.
That's even funnier.
That's not peak comedy.
Everyone's sleepy as fuck, and then someone from the back of the classroom just goes.
The best is like
that's a
have y'all
weak
ever
one,
been
bro.
on like one of those like school trips where
Bro, you got
everyone's
bad
like out
technique.
like in a tent together, like they're camping?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think I
Okay,
ever
so
had
at
one of
my high school we did they were called tow trips, and basically it was
Yeah.
like grade wide trips where we'd go to like a camp or like a fucking national park or something.
Okay.
Dude, I remember one time when we were trying to go to bed, we were in Galveston, we were all at the beach, right? And we were camping right along the side of the beach, and this one kid he just kept going, piss! Piss ass!
That's definitely peaking the mic.
And the funniest thing was
so
this
good.
like counselor dude that he like ran the whole show
Wow.
was prone in the grass outside of his tent for whatever reason. And so you could
Bro
hear the
had the
piss and the
spins.
ass, and you hear all these giggles from all the guys around him, and you hear fucking Coach
Wow.
Amos yells the dude's name, and oh my god, I
Yeah.
fucking swear, I visualized the
No.
dude just going
It's
fucking
just like-
pale
yeah.
and squealing.
It's just like we was at this one trip. It was like what? So I think this was junior year.
Yeah.
So it was a whole class trip, and it wasn't this big like place with bunks. So they split us up into like girls and boys, obviously.
Uh-huh.
And so it was like 1 a.m., bro. No one was asleep because no one was asleep. It's
Yeah.
a bunch of boys in one room. Granted, my class was 250 people, and so around like 125 boys.
Yeah.
No one asleep. And
Oh
then
my God.
someone starts going.
So my mom made me do football. I talked about this on the last podcast. My mom made me do football in like 8th and 9th grade. So the one day we're leaving. So I'm from Northeast Pennsylvania. We had a game.
Let's go, Philly.
Not Northeast,
You're from
Southeast.
Philly.
No, I'm not.
Those are Philly,
So we
they're
had a
Philly.
game that was like an hour and a half away. It was a fucking drive. It's the longest drive we had. And so it was really cold outside, but the bus had heat on. The bus had heat on, so like, all the windows were fogging up. So all of us were just all on the bus, just drawing dicks on the window. And once we get off, like not even once we get off the bus, like halfway through this fucking ride, one of my coaches turns around and he just yells at us, "Hey, stop doing dicks on the windows!"
He's a dick.
It was so funny though, because it was just like everyone just kind of like chuckled and continued to fucking do it. Like,
So funny.
so then you get off the fucking bus, and as we're like walking, like 'cause we had to turn around, so we got to walk the length of the bus, just all dicks like all over the fucking windows. It
Dude,
was so good.
Dude, have we talked about today's sponsor?
No,
Dixon Cider.
what?
Dixon Cider.
Can't hear you.
Dixon Cider.
What's that?
Our sponsor for today, Dixon Cider.
What's Dixon Cider?
Dude, it's
Our
a
favorite
great
brand of apple
cider.
cider.
It's your favorite brand of apple cider.
Yeah.
Dixon Cider.
You know, have you heard about my favorite sponsor? I don't think I've talked about this to y'all, but it's a type of lotion. It's called Cumdon. KuMHDON. Statistically, when people get cummed on, they're more likely to get promoted. Did you know that? They're actually they level up job wise.
Dude, that's so interesting, bro.
They just apply it all over their face, and I guess it does something for their skin.
Yeah.
Cummed on.
I'm really debating calling this episode of the podcast "Me and the Boys."
Oh, that's a good name for it.
me and the boy. I've been kind of wanting to stick with the Momscast blank. So like this, the name for this one was probably gonna be Momscast is Hungover.
Yeah.
Like that's the one I wanted to go with, and then do the Hangover poster.
Yeah.
Or the picture of me like passed out on the couch.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's the one I want to use.
I like that one.
But then we don't have you in it.
Yeah. We need
I know what I can do. Okay, so I'll take a picture of you, and then I'll just put you like in like the corner, and it'll say like new funky mode.
I'm so down
Dude,
for that.
no.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking... You guys missed it. You missed it, Logan. And you were passed out, so you didn't know you were doing it, Brandon.
What? Oh no.
You missed
Oh,
Brandon
no.
hitting the greedy at...
What did he do?
You're joking, right? Like you're joking? Are you joking?
What did he do?
He was hitting the gritty.
You're joking, right? Because I don't know how to do the gritty, so that'd be more impressive that I did it while I was not conscious.
But you didn't really hit it.
Fuck, are you joking? Though? I can't tell if this is a bit or not.
It is a bit. It's
Okay,
fine.
okay, thank God.
Oh god.
Oh fuck.
You know, have you guys seen that meme?
No,
where
what would have been better is if you texted like I'll bleep the name out. If you texted to tell me about how I hit the gritty in my class on Tuesday, so that I was like, oh my God.
So funny.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking.
No. Okay. So
No, wait. Have you guys seen this meme where it's like it's playing Cardi or Uzi in the background, and they go, "He gonna wake up, look. He gonna wake up, look." So that was me, this girl and the other girl.
yeah.
Like when Brandon was passed out,
Uh-huh.
we were going like, He gonna wake up. He gonna wake up, look. Pa-na-pa-pa, pa-pa-pa-da. And he opened his
Island
eyes.
in the Sun. I
I thought
came
you
back
started
to
playing
life.
Weezer. I thought that's really
Yeah.
what revived him.
No. Okay. So the literally one of the funniest things I've ever said was while I was asleep. So I was in like 8th grade at my friend's house for a sleepover for his birthday, and he had this old ass chair that was like the most uncomfortable thing to sit in, let alone sleep in, and I passed out first because I was just tired because I wasn't used to staying up till like midnight.
Yeah.
So I fell asleep in this chair, and they were just like throwing stuff at me. So they were throwing like Cheetos at me, and I was
Oh,
just still
yeah,
sleeping
yeah,
through
yeah.
it because it was one of those sleepovers, you know, when you're like a
100%.
13-year-old shitter, and
Yeah.
you're just throwing shit. And so after one of them throws a Cheeto at me, I like stand up, look around the room, go, it takes 2 people to play jazz hands. And then I passed back out in the chair. And then 2 years later, after prom, I went to prom all 4 years of high school. It's a whole thing. So my sophomore year after prom, we went back to my ex's house, and I fell asleep again because we were watching It Part 1.
Okay.
And so
Which
I had
one?
the remake.
Okay.
So I had already watched it 2 days before with my ex. So I fell asleep watching it because I was also just fucking beat after prom. And so I say the same thing, but I'm just asleep this time. Like I just talked
Just
in my sleep.
muttered it?
And then when I
Just
woke
people
up,
play jazz
I
hands.
looked at people who got there with us and said, "You weren't here before," and then I left.
Oh fuck. No, dude, we had this thing, right?
I'm getting some water.
We were
Be right
this
back.
close to like drawing on Brandon's face with Sharpie.
I was like, okay, hold on.
Why didn't it happen?
Cause we went like, oh no, he has residence. We can't do that to him.
Yeah, you're right. Just do it on like the side, like the neck. You know, let the hair cover it up.
Yeah, I wanted to the dick mustache, but you know,
Yeah, no, I appreciate you not drawing on my fucking face with a Sharpie.
you deserved it though.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I hosted, and this is
That's
how I get
exactly
repaid.
why.
This is how I get repaid.
yeah. You can't be the host of an evening and pass out, broski.
I wasn't the
That's
host
true.
of the evening. I was the host of the morning.
Well, the host. One evening, I'm in the event, and then pass out, broski.
Point is, whoever gets passed out gets drawn on. That's just
Yeah,
fair game,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah, it sounds to me like it's a skill issue.
Literally. Literally.
I think my problem was I did the second round of Mario Kart.
Dude, I don't know, Logan. So I go to buy a pretzel or to go to a bathroom or some shit like that. Then when I come,
I remember looking to my right and you were just gone.
and then,
I was like, holy shit.
when I come back, there's a bunch of people standing where I was standing. So I thought I was in the wrong like,
Yeah.
place.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
it turns out it's just like Logan's people like just pulled up, and I was like, wait.
It was all my bitches, dog.
Yeah, dude, Logan gets hella bitches,
Logan
bro.
gets hella bitches.
I have a lot of...
Bro,
female friends.
it's a gradient. So like at 0 you have Brandon.
Shut the fuck up.
Then a good C tier, you have me, you know, I have a girlfriend. And then S plus tier, you got Logan. Who has hella bitches, bro. Dude, bitches be lighting up at Logan's store every day.
Dude.
Now you and me are gonna have a conversation after this podcast because that's not cool. I don't appreciate you bringing this up on the podcast, buddy.
That's not cool, man.
What, the fight you get serial bitches?
Dude, stop.
He's speaking his truth, dog.
Can I speak my truth? What about my truth?
Okay, let's
What's
hear
your
your truth.
truth?
Let's hear it.
My truth is that I like girls who look like they like girls. And that might be my problem.
Very specific. Very specific.
And that might be my problem.
Because girls that look like they like girls usually do like girls.
Exactly. Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're shooting for bi, dog. That's what you're shooting for.
Well, okay, so the other problem is girls who look like they like girls, who probably like girls, are usually also insane.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, at that point, you're just like, that's just females, dog.
Top
Yeah.
G, top G.
Top
We're
G
turning
shit.
into the Andrew Tate podcast, bro.
We gotta get our Bugattis.
You gotta get a Bugatti. Where you drive here from? Like, what's your car like? What color is your Bugatti?
I drive a
Bugatti.
Subaru.
Dude,
Oh my God!
If,
Victor,
if there's one TikTok sound that reminds me of Brandon, it's this one.
But the hose! Oh, what? It's too hard to get the hose.
am I the one who goes? But the hose.
Yeah, I don't know if it picked it up. I'll play it again.
The problem is he wants hoes that want hoes.
Oh, what? It's too hard to get the hose.
He just puts himself in a love triangle from the get-go, dog.
No, I'm the one where it's like, this will blow that poppy trash straight out of your head. You ever listen to Weezer?
Oh god.
No, dude.
No, dude.
So Victor and I made a plan for yesterday. It was called the Simple Plan.
Oh, the simple plan.
A simple
The
plan.
Simple Plan, and it
Very
was
simple diagram.
on the y-axis. We had fun. I'm sure you
Fun.
can. Yeah, we had fun on the
Amount of fun.
y-axis, and we had time on the x-axis.
Fun
Yeah.
and time.
So the name of the game.
Is by the time you get to the game, you're like in the threshold of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're having the most fun of your fucking life
Yeah.
at the game.
Peak
That's
of
the
the
name.
mountain. At the
Yeah.
summit.
At the summit. Yes, exactly.
Then the fun starts coming down during the
Calm
game.
down a little bit during the game because you're watching
Ride
CSU
the
football.
roller
You're not
coaster.
having fun.
Yeah.
Ride the roller coaster.
Exactly. You're taking the downhill.
Yeah.
In
And-
cross country terms, you're taking the downhill.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
down.
then after that, you hit the second round.
You get your second wind.
the second wind,
you
and
get
the
your
fun
second
pops
wind.
back up.
Yeah.
And then brother had
that's called the
other
rally.
other conditions that I'm not gonna talk about, but he failed them. But the point is that we decided that we're framing the
we are
simple
framing
plan,
the simple plan.
and we were gonna get a plaque that was either gonna say like success
Failed.
or failure.
It's gonna say you died in the GTA.
Yeah,
tag.
you died.
Yeah.
Dark Souls style.
So yeah, we gotta go print the simple plan one of these days.
That's
I have
so
to
good.
print a bunch of shit. I have to print pictures for the Wall of Fame. I
Well-
have to print.
well,
I have
a
to print
bunch
the
of
words
pictures.
Wall
You
of
mean a
Fame.
character select?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch
Dude,
of
get a
pictures.
character select sign and put it above it.
Choose your fighter.
Choose your
Yeah.
fighter. Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Choose your fighter.
A
would be
bunch,
good.
a bunch of the you can't print some of them because I have them in my disposable camera, so I have to go through that roll.
Yeah, we have to go through the roll first because we have to get.
I only
I'll
have 10
be-
pictures left.
I also have to finish painting my table. I have a card table in front that I use as a table, and I painted it, but I didn't paint the whole thing yet. So I have to get around to finishing.
We have
that.
you have the most mediocre football team on one end, and then next to it's
Starts
the
with a
best.
C, ends with
It's
a
the
Hawks.
best football team on NFL history.
Shut
So
the
you know you got the
fuck
Seahawks and then the Jets, baby,
but
the Jets.
Jets, dude. So yeah, I've got Seahawks, Jets, and then I have Weezer and a leaf.
Yeah, some kind of leaf.
I have some kind
It's
of
got
leaf.
5 points.
potentially a maple leaf. You know,
Yeah,
some maple
a-
leaves
a
have 5
And right
leaves.
smack dab in the middle, we have the,
Maple Leaf.
And smack dab in the middle, we have a
a
I
really
think
good
it's-
college football team.
really good. Yeah,
34
Really
to
good.
19.
absolutely, absolutely.
You
Yeah,
know
no, I
what?
got Rams in the middle of my table.
Wait. To all the listeners that are over 21, if you guys want to make easy money, hit that infinite money glitch. Just bet against CSU football.
Yeah, seriously,
Like,
Oh,
like-
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
I'm not even kidding.
I think we won 3 games last season.
that would be correct.
that would be great.
But yeah, so like I have to finish it though because I have a couple other spots where I want to put other things. So like I want to have on the ends of the tables in like SpongeBob font. I want it to say like a few bad decisions later. I think that would be kind of funny.
It'd be
I don't know if you have
accurate
the
to you
space for it,
too.
dog.
What?
I don't think you have the space for it.
I think I do. If I like,
Right here?
yeah, on the
Yeah.
2 triangles on the ends. I'll post a picture of the table on the gram.
On a gram.
We'll post a picture of the table on
Bitches
the
love
gram.
the
I love that.
gram.
Yeah.
Brandon,
All the bitches that Brandon has.
Brandon,
Brandon.
what Brandon thinks whenever he has too much fun before a game, the hoe's gonna love these.
Yeah. No, I saw this TikTok. It was calling me out. It was like, this beer tastes like I should tell my female friends how I feel about them. And I was like, wow. Wow. This man
That's
has
not how
earned his
beer
keys.
tastes, dog.
No.
That's not how beer tastes.
This man has earned his keys.
That's how Everclear tastes, dog. That's how
Everclear tastes. That's how like that fucking Burnett's tastes.
Dude, oh my god.
Burnasties.
Fuck Bernasties, dog.
I fuck we nasty.
Hypothetically, fuck Bernasties.
Hypothetically, of course. Hypothetically,
we've never
of course.
tried it.
No. Hypothetically, of course, the guy I asked to get me the Burnasties definitely did not get me peach after I specifically said, please do not get peach Burnasties.
Peach is really bad.
Bro, it's peaches for the beaches, bro.
No.
for the bitches.
Bitches don't like it either.
Bitches don't like it either. Yeah, seriously.
The watermelon and the lemonade hypothetically are the best ones.
I remember now. It's bitches with the peaches, not peaches for the bitches.
Yes.
All we know is that Brandon's throwing pitches and he's getting no bitches.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like
he's like one over Steph Curry, dog. Like,
you know the picture where it's like Venom dunking on Spider-Man. That's the two of them right now to me. That's the two of them right now.
Hit them while he's down.
They are picking like the lowest hanging fruits.
Let me tell you, I got a full basket.
Seriously,
bro. No, you know what we call this episode?
What?
Me, Momscast, and the boys.
Fair
enough.
Nah. I like Momscast is hungover.
Momscast Brandon gets no bitches.
Momscast gets no bitches. Would be an accurate title. Momscast gets no bitches would be a good title.
One and a half. Momscast gets no bitches.
It's a work in progress. That's for damn sure.
It is. It's a work in progress.
You guys gotta cut the shit. Okay.
I won't cut the shit, Brandon.
You gotta cut the shit.
What are you gonna do if you don't cut it, Brandon? Huh? And what think's gonna happen? What you gonna do? It's 2 against 1, bro.
Who's editing this?
Ah, shit.
Who's editing this?
I'll
cut whatever I want.
You're gonna have a short podcast.
I'll cut whatever I want.
Oh my god. Oh, we gotta do that thing.
What thing?
What thing?
The thing for the thing. The teaser.
Yeah, we do have to go film. We're trying to be more active. Victor doesn't know how to edit. That's the problem we ran into.
Yeah.
So there's me who's been using the same pirate. Nope.
No.
Legally
acquired.
There's me who's been using the same like Sony Vegas since I was like legit 12. So I know how the fuck to use Sony Vegas and edit. And then there's Victor where I got it for him like a couple weeks ago, and he's like, "How the fuck do I use this?" I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I just don't. I have no time to edit TikToks.
Yeah, I do, but I need to learn how to edit them first.
Because I have to do the video still. I didn't even start that yet. I got all the files imported. I didn't even get it started yet, bro.
Fuck. Anyways, we'll record that shit after I come back from work.
Yeah. No, we could do that.
Yeah, because I have to.
We just need to film something quick. We can do it like at any point too.
No, we gotta do that specific one. We have to record it before
the episode drops. So the episode's gonna drop like Thursday, bro.
Oh, we're moving the schedule back again?
We've been dropping... When did we drop the last one? Let me check.
Thursday.
September 8th. Yes, we dropped that on Thursday.
Yeah.
So, like, we have, like, a couple days to make sure we get this teaser filmed.
Yeah. Anyways, broskies.
Well, we still got a little bit more to go. I want to hit the hour mark.
We're at the hour mark for enough.
This just shows you how much we cut out.
You guys have never seen Brandon with neuron activation, whatever. He sees a good pair of
what? Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Brandon with the neuron activation, bro. He just goes.
Okay. So I was walking out of one of the dining halls with someone that, like, technically all of us work with this person.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I think I got it.
Yeah, you probably got it. And literally, we're walking out of one of the dining halls, and some girl walks in, and, like, the person I'm with just literally does, like, the... And I was like, no! You did not just do that! I was like, you did not just do that! And they were just like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, yeah, I would too! I was like, damn! I was like, what the fuck? And then we, like, get down the stairs and meet up with the rest of the group, and I'm like... Yo, they really just, like, fucking catcalled someone. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Have you ever catcalled someone before?
Yeah.
I don't think I've
No.
done that.
Okay.
Catcalling's fucking weird.
So
I agree.
I've been catcalled because people think I'm a chick if I have my hair down.
That's
Still,
funny.
No, I'm like the only catcalling I've ever done is messing with my friends.
Yeah. No, like as
Yeah.
one does.
I've catcalled males before, definitely.
You catcall homies. You don't catcall like strangers.
Yeah. I've called the homies. I just go, oh, who's that handsome fellow over there, dude? If you cook the way you clean, dude, I'm gonna have to clean it all up.
Mine is more like make me a sandwich.
Yeah. No, but no, I've had people like drive past me and be like, nice ass. And then they see I'm a dude and they're like, I'm like, well, damn.
You gotta bleep that one.
No, I don't.
You do.
Yeah,
Sure,
you
I'll
do.
bleep it.
Community guidelines.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I can say. Yeah, I don't think I can
can't.
say that word.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we had a pretty good episode today.
I mean,
This was a pretty. Logan, did you have fun on the podcast?
I did. This was an enjoyable experience. My very first podcast, I've got to say.
we
it's
might
not what
have
I
you
thought it
again.
was,
You're
but
the
it's cool.
first guest.
yeah.
How do I do it?
I think you were a pretty good guest.
Yeah.
You know.
We
Cross
might
my
have you
fingers.
again. Let's see what happens first. You coming back in the podcast or Brandon getting some bitches?
I mean.
I think. I mean.
I think we know the answer to that one.
Look. All right, fucking cut this shit. I asked you guys to fucking stop like 3 fucking times already. Get the fuck out. It's fucking funny to you guys. What the fuck? Mario.